Hi folks, Puffin here. I just uploaded a video of a tarot reading for YouTube, and after I did it I noticed there was a MyMix in my page of things to watch on YouTube, and last time I checked MyMix, um, it had some interesting suggestions for me. It had some songs, of course, that I've watched recently, so it's like reminding me of things I knew I liked, but also things I'd never heard of before, so I was like, well, YouTube has introduced me to new music, and I wanted to see what new music I found on my mix when I looked at it this time. Usually it starts off with a Foxen song. That's my band, Foxen, Foxen. Usually the song Ways Out. But I guess one thing that got my attention was this time it started with the Foxen song, Waiting for a Ride. So that was interesting. And then Ways Out was the second song in the mix. There were some new songs that I was not familiar with, new artists and things that I was not familiar with, but I went ahead and wrote down everything. Again, last time I did this, I clicked My Mix and it introduced me to Boney M, who I'd never heard of before and really liked, and Klaus Nomi, who I'd never heard of before and liked as well. He was very interesting. And kind of surprised that I never heard of him before. Same with Boney M, kind of surprised that it was YouTube in 2021 that introduced me to this. Also, even some bands and artists that I love, like Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia, and Robert Hunter, YouTube introduced me to some of their music that I'd never heard before. So thank you, YouTube. And thank you to the algorithms, digital fairies, machine gnomes, whoever you are who put these things together. But this mind mix is kind of like a tarot reading. It's like a type of divination that is divine because it contains a lot of music for one thing, but it can also introduce you to things like a portal to a fairy world or to a new world. So I went ahead and wrote down a lot of things on my mix. Unfortunately, it refreshed it about halfway through listing it, so I didn't get everything in the first time it listed. I listed some of the things from the second list, but I'll read you what I got. Started off with Foxen, Ways Out, and Waiting for a Ride. Then a song that I have watched recently on YouTube, The Cure, A Forest, a 1980 demo, which is really cool and good. You should listen to that. Just the title of the track is Cure, A Forest, 1980 rare demo, I think. After that, Haircuts for Men by Rain appeared to be maybe a whole album by a band called Rain I've never heard of before. The album called Haircuts for Men because it was 40 minutes long. I'll have to check it out. I didn't even check it out yet. Then after that, Arozin Sabi, Sabyh, Arozin, Arozin, and this is a electronic song. The song is called Fall in Love. It's just a bunch of pictures, a bunch of videos of beautiful girls and some beautiful places, which is kind of what I want some Foxen videos to be like. So if you'd like to make a Foxen video, please do. But that was interesting. That has 138 million views. Another thing I would like Foxen videos to be like. Interesting that they associated it. After that, Information Society, bass cravat mix of the song Fire Tonight. Now, I did a cover of Fire Tonight, so I was looking up the videos of it. This one is by David Curtis, who actually contacted me and said he would remix a Foxen song. So that would be awesome as well. But that's a good song, the Information Society bass cravat, Cravat, mix of Fire Tonight. New Order, Blue Monday. I've been looking it up recently because I plan to cover that song. And that's the official lyric video that was suggested to me, so appreciate that. Then Bela Lugosi's Dead, official version. Doesn't even mention Bauhaus, the band, so that might be from the Bauhaus YouTube channel. But one of my very favorite bands, top 5 favorite bands, is Bauhaus. Bauhaus, Aphex Twin, Brian Eno, Grateful Dead, Lady Gaga, Culture Club. Grateful Dead, West LA Fadeaway from Anaheim, California, 7/26/87. It's an awesome song. Any live Grateful Dead is going to be good. There was more Grateful Dead in that mix, which I didn't write down, including the making of the video A Touch of Grey. Bang Bang by Hayli, Nicole. This is a cover song by a YouTuber just like me. As far as I know, she's not incredibly famous yet. She should be because she's an awesome singer. Hayli, Hayli, Nicole, Nicole. Did a cover of Bang Bang, and a couple of other covers were in this mix. So I shared one of her videos recently. Hope she gets super famous because she can really sing. She's awesome. Then Refreshed. 10 of the greatest bass women ever was a video by Scott Somebody Bass Lessons, and some good bassists on there. I skimmed through it and wow, yeah, they are. I don't know who's the greatest, but wow, really great bassists.
Then also in the refresh, I'm glad it refreshed because I got suggested SHS 31. SHS all in capitals, 31 numbers. Lady Starlight X Rodhead with like Scourgeon, Lord, and like um, Swedish or Icelandic or whatever, like letters I can't pronounce or spell. But Lady Starlight and Speedy J live. Now I've seen Lady Starlight live opening for Lady Gaga because they're friends. I have heard Speedy J since the early 90s when I had Electronic Listening Music, I think was the name of the collection that had a Speedy J track on it. So that was just interesting that Lady Starlight, Speedy J playing a song, playing a show together, SHS 31. I have to look that up again myself because impressed, excited to see that. Making of Touch of Grey, BB King and Slash playing together, a video I actually just watched recently. God is a Woman, the Ariana Grande cover by Hayli Nicole. Awesome. Check that out. Helplessly Hoping, a cover that I've heard lots of different trios usually do a cappella versions of. This is a family that I've seen. I didn't check the name of the channel, but Helplessly Hoping, pretty much anybody who does that Crosby, Stills, and Nash song, it's going to sound beautiful. It's a great song. But some people do it better than others, and this is a good version. Men Without Hats, Safety Dance, y'all have heard that before. Nanci Griffith, who died recently, unfortunately. Miss you and love you forever, Nanci Griffith. I did some of her songs recently, and so this was Listen to the Radio and some other ones, Across the Great Divide. Some other Nanci Griffith songs were in the mixes. Robert Miles's Children came up after the first time. It was Friendships, the song Friendships by, wrong way. The song Friendships by Pascal Letoublon, Pascal, sorry, I don't know how to say your name, or I didn't write it very well. Lie, maybe Toublan. Friendships. But Stoto, I believe, is the dancer who does the moonwalk to this song, and it's amazing. Like, I don't know if it's just me or anybody who watches this guy moonwalk is going to be happy by watching him moonwalk, but the Stoto channel came from Jesus HC, I think. The Stoto video was Stoto, Stoto, 299792458. Original mix, moonwalk. So that, as far as I know, it's his channel. I don't know, but good job. Whoever is sharing that, thank you, but hopefully he can get the credit for it too, because man, it's great. Just, it brings you so much pleasure. Like, I had tears in my eyes from watching this guy dance. Tokyo Groove Gyoshi also suggested to me in the second mix the songs What Is Hip and Funk Number One. Apparently, as far as I can tell, they're all girls, all Japanese, play funky, like a really nice sounding jazz funk music on like bass and saxophone and organ and drums. Last one on that second mix was Hanging On by Knower. Knower is a band that someone suggested to me in a chat room because they said Foxen reminded them of Knower, which is an honor. Thanks. They sound good. But I don't know if I've heard Hanging On yet, so I have to check that out. And a lot of Six Hottentots, which is an old, like, century-old band from, like, the 1920s, suggested to me because I was looking up I'm in Love Again to cover it because Lady Gaga did a version with Tony Bennett recently, or did a version of Cole Porter songs. And they also suggested Yellow Dog Blues, some type of Memphis blues, and some other songs from the Six Hottentots. I think that covered all of it. Yeah, I have to look up some of this stuff myself. Oh, Peter Murphy, The Light Pours Out of Me. I love Peter Murphy, love Bauhaus. Light Pours Out of Me is a great song that was kind of poignant when paired up next to Nanci Griffith songs after she passed on. Joe Satriani was suggested, and the Carlos Santana and Jerry Garcia performance that I think I'd shared recently and got a lot of views on. So anyway, lots of good stuff in there. Hopefully something that for you to discover that you will like as well. A lot of Boney songs, Ma Baker, Rasputin, other ones were mentioned. But these were some of the ones I focused on, some of the ones that were new to me. And thanks for watching and sharing. And thank you, YouTube. And thank you to the Digital L's, Musical L's, Art L's, and everyone, all the people involved for the machines compiling these things together. And let's improve this machine, because we've heard about you guys turning the machines onto things that make people mad, meaning right-wing stuff, because it makes everybody mad because it increases engagement. We can have more and better engagement, more productive engagement, if we promote good things, not bad things. Thanks for watching. Love you forever. See you soon.